And we should be live. So let's see first of all. Yes. So we should be live again, and apparently even mostly successful. Thank you. Of course, when you're a pirate, you have to have a proper tricorne, you know. So, of course, and as also noted, you have to salute properly. So, all right. It seems that having more trouble, like with actually seeing that would be live oneself. As said, it wouldn't be a stream if we wouldn't have some modicum of technical problems, so let's just try again here as far as actually getting helpful view of our own. Yes, there we go. Now we actually see that we are live, so that's a major improvement, because can now see own view also that actually do have live video. So yes, we are good to go, and we are capturing the game. So how about Sea of Conquest? So let's see how that goes. So first of all, whoever is named Henry Hell, like really. The sea be angry today, Sharky, this headwind slowing us down, and yes, how many pirates worth their salt actually leave all the gold out on tables, if you look at the overall image, like really, do you leave your gold just like laying around while going to the sea? Also the uniform is suspiciously fancy, like how many pirates actually do have this fancy uniform with all the shoulder boards and everything, like really.
Captain, are you sure we'll be able to find a Stormhorn?
And then we also have an antro shark as a sailor, which of course most probably most of the fine furry audience approves very much of, like really Stormhorn. So like you are supposed to use a Stormhorn to get rid of the storm, or
will be ours.
alright, we'll be fastest ship on the sea. Alright, Mr. Hell. Yes. Alright, that went well. The ship gets a severe shaking as it strikes something huge. And yes, the game is actually made in China, so it's like the English might be more like English.
Wait, something's moving near the surface. Sharky don't like this.
So Sharky is unhappy about the situation then. Alright, we do have like Kraken. That looks impressive. Battle star. Indeed, Kraken, demon of the ocean. Yes.
Tentacles be surrounding us. We can't let it take us under.
Yes, Mr. Hell, what shall we do? Alright, shoot the gun once it's loaded. Alright, it gets the bigger icon. Alright, this looks actually better than expected this far. Alright, we are hurting much more than the Kraken, certainly. I'm not ready to be sea monster's dinner just yet. Alright. That looks quite less than promising. And then, yeah, as if Ship of the Time would turn that sharp. Like really very sharp turn for that kind of a machine. Prologue. Survive the seas. Very well, we shall survive the seas. That was actually higher quality than expected.
You see, a mere sea monster be no match for the infamous Henry Hell.
Alright, you're infamous, Mr. Hell.
But our losses are many. Come to the deck, see for yourself.
Yes, Sharky. Alright, we go to the deck.
I'll barbecue that sea monster one day.
Alright, this actually does have a view a lot like the advertisements. This game looks more like the advertisements than quite a few of these, so... Alright. And of course the timing. Alright, now we have the ship fixed. Fortunately that happens really fast. Loot is kept in the locker. Really, all the instructions go past so quick that we actually can't even read them. Ah. Sharky has good news. One cannon left in the warehouse. Very good, Sharky. Well, the old cannon be useless anyway. Bring out the new one and put it to work. Alright, mount here. Sharky, would you like to mount? Alright, that's a fancy cannon with all the handles and decoration and...
Wait! The lookout spotted something on the horizon!
Alright, Sharky. Me thinks it be cargo ship. Avast, yes, scurvy biscuit eaters. Alright.
Broken boots, seaweed, and a bundle of
Alright, broken boots. That sounds like a great loot.
Sharky sees a familiar ship ahead.
Could she be?
An old rival. Alright, that's a bigger ship. Maybe we should not go there.
Greedy bounty
Hello
hunter.
there, Margaret.
Is she here for the Stormhorn too?
There's a small sea where enemies meet. Raise the sails and prepare for battle.
Really. They have much bigger ship. Somehow do not think that's the best idea ever. And we have one cannon. Or...
Not while I still draw breath.
Hello there, Margaret. Very dashing you look.
First, that be what I gonna say.
Alright. We are apparently already on fire. That looks... This doesn't look very successful. Alright, Margaret has... Their ship has less HP. It's a bigger ship. How is that possible? Alright, one more volley and we should sink them. Yes, also surprised, Margaret, because you had a bigger ship and we just sunk them for some reason. Hello there, Atrox. You are indeed here. Let's greet you properly also. Indeed. Thank you for joining. And yes, we are playing probably as high quality game as there is. So,
My dear Meg,
we sunk them for some reason, because they had a bigger ship and kind of looked like it would also be doing more
Leave my
damage.
compass be-
your compass. They're not be enough that you stole me golden compass. Now you want to
All
steal
right.
one too.
That is not a ship's compass, because a ship's compass is a mounted device like with a stand. Oh well. Treasure hunt. Left by the first pirate king Constantine, the compass breaks free restrictions of worldly directions. Wheresoever the needle be pointing, the treasure awaiting. Alright.
So, what's the story behind this golden compass?
This be Pirate King Constantine's golden
Alright, the
compass.
pirate king. Legend says it points towards precious treasures.
As in 100 years ago, 9 pirate kings, Constantine.
Aye,
Alright.
the one and only. Each of those 9 kings
Treasure
left
with
behind a
special
treasure with special
properties. Really.
And this here compass points to nearby buried treasure.
Henry, we're not the only ones looking for the Stormhorn. Commodore Griffin is also after
Alright,
this treasure.
Commodore Griffin is also after the Stormhorn.
What say you to teaming up and doing this together?
Alright, now that you got sunk, you're willing to team up.
Pirates understand the UMC better than bounty hunters. I already know that Griffin seeks the Stormhorn. But your words aren't without merit.
We pirates understand the UMC than bounty hunters. Alright.
Aye.
Yep,
methinks you might be
meetings,
useful,
yep,
mate.
might be
But
useful.
don't escape.
Look, the golden compass is reacting.
Reacting, that sounds like unusual word for the
The golden
time.
compass be pointing to the northeast. The Stormhorn must be there.
Hey, do you hear that
Alright,
noise?
siren.
Is that singing? It's got.
What noise? Can you hear something that I can't? Maybe it's because you're Sea Tribe.
Maybe we should get the resources first. There we go. Collect all the resources before we go and visit the siren, because that never works out well. You can fortunately sail in any direction. The winds be darned. Alright, let's now see what question mark the
Listen well to my song.
mermaid has.
Not
Listen
into
well.
the abyss, for there the dead wander. With this jewel, the curse is quelled. An
Alright,
age-old
very
grudges
poetic.
Oh, I feel dizzy. What did she say? I didn't understand a thing.
This jewel can help you pass through the Bay of the Dead. Once you've taken this jewel, no matter what treasures you may find, a relentless danger will always be at your heels.
That is kind of confusing, like the jewel helps, but then you will always anyway have a relentless danger at your heels. Sounds very good exchange. Let's take it anyway.
Danger. Captain
Yes,
Henry.
Henry.
If this jewel will help us pass through the sea ahead.
Alright, looks good. Probably high value jewel. So, let's see then about like what happens next. Alright, explore Bay of the Dead. Then we push that and it just forges ahead into the...
I feel uneasy, as if there's something out there watching me. Probably just because of that mermaid.
Alright.
Ghost.
Captain, we're short of fresh water. I don't need it, of course, but your human crew sure does.
This
And
be
of course
disaster.
immediately run out
We'll
of
have to let
water.
landfall and see if there's fresh water to be found. Let's hope that fortune is on our side. There'll be bones everywhere. Watch your step.
Alright,
You don't
of
wanna
course the
disturb
worst
the rest
possible
of the
place to try and find water. What would you
Relax,
expect?
Cap. I'll be. Oh, what did I just step on?
Yeah, that goes well, Sharky.
Oh, wait.
You blasted
Yeah.
shark. You've awakened the dead.
That would be probably a good solution. Alright, and what do we do now? Alright, so we have like melee. Interesting. Defeat 38 enemies. Alright. With that kind of like gunfire, like multi-shot and cannons. Yep, this shouldn't be too hard. Fires 2 bullets, increase all heroes critical rate by 10%, increases basic attack explosion range to 3. 2 bullets sounds good. Alright. And then we can increase or fire 3 bullets or basic attack damage 20%. That sounds quite powerful actually, so let's go for that. Attack range. That sounds also fair enough.
Finally, the dead be back in their graves.
Alright,
Whoa.
that wasn't
Let's
too
get out of here
difficult
quick.
either. Hopefully we remembered to get some water.
Oh no, more undead is coming. Keep them off the ship.
Alright, that wasn't very creative. Then we again fight the undead. 70. So actually the previous fighting. Alright, Sharky increases basic attack damage, critical damage by 20%. Let's also improve Sharky now once. Yeah. Let's increase basic attack damage again by 10%. Alright, the ship's guns are quite impressive. Fires 2 bullets, sure. Alright. Explosion range 4, sure. Skill damage 50%. Let's do the basic attack damage for Margaret also. Elite arrives, alright, but like Mr. David Jones. Fires 3 bullets, sure. And then we have to shoot at Mr. David Jones or whatever. It's the 17th or like 70th enemy, whatever. Alright, hopefully we remember to get some water.
Phew, that should be the last we see of it. Seems like they used to be treasure hunters. In death, they've held onto their resentment and lash out at any passing ships.
Fair enough, very logical.
Let's get out of here quickly. I don't want to be here when the undead get up again.
Their rage is too strong. If we don't dispel it, we'll never make it through.
Alright.
The mermaid said that jewel can get us through. You think that it can dispel their undead grudge and lift the curse?
So let's see whether the jewel does anything good.
This Skull Island has a groove. It looks like the mermaids will fit perfectly.
Alright. Henry Hell puts the jewel into the skull. Pretty big jewel when you consider the relative size of the skull. Yeah, that looks promising.
It seems that the undead grudge is not dispelled.
Hush! Do I hear the sound of bones clashing? Could it be more ghosts?
Yeah, that looked very, very promising.
No one leaves the Bay of the Dead alive. No.
Skeleton! Leave the living alone and rest for eternity in the light!
Where did this little...
Alright. And then we fight again.
Listen up, living folk.
Mr. Undead Captain Man.
Leader of this
Alright,
Bay
and
of
he's
the
David
Dead.
Bones. Alright, not David Jones, David Bones.
Way too. Only way I be free is to take enough living souls with me. Soon you'll be part of the undead army, and under my command.
And then we just shoot at them. Right, we should be getting some cannon support soon also. Alright, unsure if it matters that they perished. Looks like they will also perish soon too, like... Yeah, we are winning.
My cursed skeleton can never escape its grim fate.
Alright, and they sank.
David Bones and the undead are finally gone.
You rogues ruined my plan! I was going to gather the undead and catch them all at once!
Alright, that went well.
Don't be ridiculous, little girl. You did catch him all at once. So be brave and stop your crying.
Alright.
Don't call me a little girl! I'm the Light Chaser adventurer here to explore!
Okay, Light Chaser.
Very well.
adventurer, sit down. We have to get out of here before the undead come alive again.
And then we just
Out
left
of
the Bay of the Dead.
in the sky.
Those undead almost destroyed my ship. Time to strengthen
Alright,
and
time to
renovate.
renovate the ship. Alright, upgrade. We get some more power, whatever that is measured as. More cabin space, more everything. Alright, upgrade. How many minutes that takes?
There, that should do the trick.
Are you just pleased to see me? Or is that...
Oh, really?
Alright, and you really didn't notice yourself. I have to meet the compass requirements to make it work again. Alright, Osman quarters. Sure. Own one gun, babe. Alright. So we had a place for the gun. Sure. Base attack +5. Alright. And now we fulfill the conditions for the compass.
I be sitting? I'd say our golden compass be ready for use.
Alright, and what happens then?
Good boy, Golden Compass. So you just watch yourself.
Yep.
My loot.
Mateys, full speed ahead. The treasure be just within our
Alright, and
grasp.
then we find the treasure. Yeah, when you consider the relative size of the ship and the treasure, that looks hopeless.
Oh my god, there's more
more treasure here than in the palaces of 10 kings.
Sharky sees gold, gems, pearls. Oh, ha, ha, ha. The sight and sounds are beautiful.
That was quite easy.
Dig deeper, my mateys. The Stormhorn is hidden among the treasures somewhere.
Alright, do we find? Yes, we found the Stormhorn.
The Stormhorn! Finally in my grasp.
Alright.
A ship full of treasures and no room for even one more.
Say goodbye to the rest of the treasure. The legendary Stormhorn be all we need.
Alright, that went well. That went really well. Can't we then just sail away? Apparently not. Alright. Alright, and then we get about 10 million. Alright, so that's the UMC. Everyone has their own ship. Doesn't look promising either. Like, let's have much more trouble. So, let's then...
The world will be getting bigger, so retreat ain't possible.
Alright, that will be interesting, like everyone has plenty of ships.
Henry,
Yeah.
any last words?
Hello
Now's
there,
the
Mr.
time.
Fancy Pants.
Not sure whose last words they'll be.
That all. Deputy Molly on me. We're taking in the pirate Henry Hell today. Dead or alive.
Aye, aye, Commodore.
Indeed, Mr. Fancy Pants. Doesn't look very promising. Can we like run away or something? Yeah, and he has some kind of magic sword. Yep, that looks very promising. Why not just surrender? Yeah, this isn't going very well.
Griffin, a man incapable of defeating
And they have
pirates
about
is not
10 million
qualified
other
to be
ships.
a UMC Commodore.
Yeah, that looks great.
Molly, what's the meaning of this?
It seems you're a bit slow to understand the situation, Commodore. Henry Hell and I wanted you to stop us.
Alright, betrayal.
Griffin, you dimwits. She's no deputy, Molly. She's Molly the Boarheads.
You snakes!
Alright, Mr. Commodore has some problems with betrayal. Alright. That was easy when we consider he just about sank us. Alright, and of course the undead came and took Commodore, so we now practically have the little problem to undead Commodore. Yep. Considering we were getting blasted out of the Seven Seas, how did really like the Molly's betrayal help any? Because they had about 10 other ships blasting us, so kind of seems. Alright. We got some resources at least. why is there something actually wrong with the game? Because of course the idea of the stream was to play this. Alright. The plot is kind of... Alright, and of course we now drifted somewhere. And now there's no cutscene, it's just like text. Alright, narrow escape, really. That's quite narrow escape, because we have about 10 million ships raiding us.
Captain Henry! Captain Henry!
Alright. Alright, that sounds very promising. We are throwing up on the beach.
I knew you wouldn't let yourself be so
Alright,
easily
and
killed,
we
Cap.
actually do have what? A raccoon or...
Rocky, is that you?
It's
What are you
amusing
doing?
that this has like animal characters.
When you didn't show up at the appointed time, I figured something must have happened to you.
Alright.
Captain Henry, you never told us Griffin was so dangerous. What else have you been hiding?
We most probably you would have known because you were sailing with the Commodore Griffin. What? Like, really?
Kids, Molly, put the gun down. I can explain. I'm not lying. I thought Griffin was just after the old. I had no idea he'd turn into that monster.
Alright. Ah, yeah, the Lego game. The issue is of course like that it's actually goes by stream. We will play the Lego game again sometime. This is of course... We are doing this game tonight. As far as have thought, because usually do one game per stream unless it's a longer special. So we are doing this still for about an hour and then finish. As far as have thought out currently. So,
Okay,
yeah.
Henry. I know you wouldn't be fool enough to lie to me, but my take just went up by 30%. Understand?
Alright, she's demanding for some reason.
Oscar raided the Navy one time and you're already more cutthroat than them.
It's alright.
You did well. You ever thought about giving up this life of piracy and joining the Navy full time?
No, the Navy's not really my style.
Navy, not your style,
You know
sir.
what this calls for? Rum! Go get changed and meet me at the tavern. Let's celebrate living through another day.
Alright, they are still raiding us apparently, but... A lot of plot for early on though.
Hey, did you not hear? The
Yeah,
giant
we most
whirlpools
probably have heard
appeared
that.
on the ocean's surface. It's a strange one, that whirlpool. It just swirls and swirls, never getting smaller, never disappearing.
A strange whirlpool, you say? Could that be the very one that sunk our ship?
Didn't we get sunk by the UMC? Really?
I suppose I'll go and take a gander.
You think it's got something to do with that whirlpool that sank your ship? You're still thinking about all that gold, aren't you?
Wouldn't be surprised if one is a pirate.
This must be your first time meeting the Cap. All he thinks about is gold, at his own peril.
Unsure what animal this is supposed to be, but they do have very fancy hat. Do think it's a raccoon, but... Clear trial stage 1. Alright. And this is apparently separate game altogether.
It's like we're in
Yeah,
another world
because it looks
entirely.
like a separate game altogether. You're very right, Rocky.
It all seems so ancient. Who knows?
Someone's calling for help. Sounds close. And for
That voice. It can't be.
Half.
well, look who it is. The famous bounty hunter.
Only mildly erotic pose.
Margaret.
She's fainted.
Find it. What do you mean find it?
See that wrapped around her? I'd wager that's what's known as the curse of the
Curse
deep.
of the deep.
It's draining her
Very
life
nice
force.
tentacle.
Well then, we've got to find a way to save her.
Depart now.
Captain Henry, look! The undead are outside, and they're heading this way.
This is
Undead?
pretty confusing. Undead again,
That's
certainly.
it. I'm gonna use their own bones to beat him to death a second time.
Alright. And then we again defeat 45 enemies. That looks impressive. Fires 2 bullets, sure. Huge wave of enemies. Better than add more bullets. Fortunately also the cannons. Fires 3 bullets, yes please. Fires 4 bullets, sure.
Huh. The undead dropped this strange dagger.
Alright. Strange dagger
Let
sounds
me
very
take a look.
promising.
This looks like a dagger of Yamaya.
Hello there, raccoon.
You're saying this is one of those sea goddesses' knives that can cut through evil?
Alright, so can we now release them? Yeah, this is kind of like... Alright, we can now remove...
Well, that dagger was useful, if not short-lived.
Alright, we could remove one tentacle,
Maybe there are
very
more daggers
meaningful.
nearby. Let's search around.
We've got to hurry and save Margaret. She needs our help.
Why are you so concerned all of a sudden? Don't tell me you two.
Actually, she's my sister.
Alright,
I don't want
surprise,
anything bad to
surprise.
happen to her.
Your sister? And you're just telling me this now?
Well, we've had a bit of a falling out. Not that it's any of your concern.
I'm not interested in family squabbles anyway. I'm more interested in how we're gonna plunder that armed merchant shit.
We're gonna need a bigger crew if you want to take that ship, Captain. Let's go recruit some
Alright,
sailors.
let's recruit some sailors.
Come Henry Hill's crew be recruiting.
If there be gold or booze,
A surprise! Same sprite as the drunkard, but now he's a sailor.
Is it wise to have these rum-soaked...
Alright,
thieves on
what does
our
the
boat?
raccoon think?
Crew? I still gotta
Do you mean have a normal crew?
Enough with the whispering. Hoist the sails. A fat juicy target be coming our way.
Depart. Max! That was easy. Replenish. Confirm. Armed fighter. Search. Attack. Alright. However far are we? Alright, there we are. Alright, that didn't even have any interesting fighting. So we got one uncommon sausage. Alright. Sounds very piratey. Let's steal one sausage, really. Alright, also notice now, thank you for the follow. Tulin of Rito Village. That's a nice name. Thank you for the follow, now that noticed it, so. So, let's then see about high quality pine. This scrolls ridiculously slow. Collect all.
What can I say? Plundering still be the quickest path to coin. These goods will fetch a pretty penny at the markets.
Alright.
We lost our fair share of crew, though.
Fret not. There'll be plenty more seed dogs where they came from.
Alright, reserve sailors. That's easy. You get killed and just replenish sailors, sure. We have also one message. Yeah, defeated level 1 armed fighter, yeah. Return to pirate stronghold. Which is all the time getting shot at. Interesting. And we have already like other players here. We are creatively named player 202649993. Sounds convincing. Let's also switch back to the game, so there we go. The hat is actually like the stereotypical pirate hat, a tricorne, so.
Load up the goods. Let's find a gullible landlubber at the market to take them off our hands.
Alright, Caliber landlubber market, and you all the time have pirate ships outside the town. Sounds very convincing. Sell the loot to the vendor, yeah?
This place needs business people, and I'm the best in the business.
Sausage. A delicacy that can be reserved for a long time.
One day.
We sold one
These
sausage.
swindling crooks. This measly profit won't even cover me grog.
Those types of goods won't make you a millionaire, but with enough quantity, you can still turn a healthy profit.
Ain't far from here. Should be a bigger market run.
Aye, let's try a look there. All else fails, we'll sell that broken home.
Alright, we added storage. Venture to a new port. Alright. Let's venture to a new port. There we go. Recognizes legit. Alright. We need a making sense identity. Sure. Now we need a new name. Alright, do we type from the keyboard or... No. How does this work? It just says Stamper. Alright. There we go. Now we are officially named. Fine, name it be. You had the legit identity now. Alright. It's better name than player 22908 whatever.
This must be it.
We've arrived in
Let's hit an
Seahorse
exchange.
Bay. We should
Try
go
our
check the trading venue here.
You go on ahead. I got some things to take care of.
I do like the raccoon, certainly.
Collecting information at every port now. You're up to something. I can smell it.
Legend says we could scout around the port with the help of the Golden Compass. But first things first, we need a nice spot with a nice clear view. To the lighthouse!
Alright, the lighthouse.
This Golden Compass ain't half bad, but we can't use it too much each day. Needs a bit of
Alright,
time to
needs a bit of
recalibrate.
time to recalibrate.
Hope Captain's okay. He could probably use some recalibrating too.
Lots of wooden barrels are floating on the water. Hold them up and see what's inside. Alright, minigame. Alright, we need to take more advance. Even more. Nope. Alright, we got one. That was surprisingly difficult.
Good day, Squire. How may I assist?
Hello there, Mr. Merchant.
Well, it's your lucky day. I have here a most precious piece of treasure.
Alright, willing to trade for
Let me
coins.
see. One broken, battered old horn. Worth 10 gold coins. Clerk, put it on the books.
Alright, the
10
Stormhorn is
gold
valuable.
coins. What do you take me for? Give it back, I ain't selling.
Get double cross.
Battered old horn. These people have no intention of doing business.
You got that wrong. This be the kind of business pirates are good at. Don't know now, but we've been followed ever since we left the market.
Spotted us, did ya? You be a sharp un. Come now. My men can be a bit impatient.
Alright.
Just
You think you can just
Hitman.
take Henry
It's
O's
the
spot?
drunkard
You got
strike.
nothing coming. Bunch of bilge rats.
And every time Henry has to learn to fire 2 bullets. Kind of surprised the levels don't stay. Fire 3 bullets. Fire 3 bullets. Fire 4 bullets, sir. That wasn't too hard.
Ah, you see? Those scumbags were carrying more coin than we'd have got from selling the horn directly.
Henry, the horn. It's glowing.
Alright, now also the horn is
Just
glowing.
like the golden compass. Maybe it actually is worth something after all.
Alright. Clear trial stage 4, sure. So this is practically the same, but different. And Henry still has to learn to fire 2 bullets. Confusing. More bullets. Fires 5 bullets. Let's also increase Molly. Alright, that didn't take very long. Next stage. The same. And again Henry has to learn to fire 2 bullets. Really. The combat isn't very interactive. Four bullets.
I finally got out that freaking place. Harry, what are you doing here?
Alright, Ned.
Ned, what are you doing here? It's a long story. What's more important is getting me out of here. I'll even work as a sailor if you help me.
Alright, looks like he's an ever-do-good.
Well, Captain Hell, according to our agreement, as of today, we are even.
Alright.
Wait, don't go.
I don't listen to empty promises, Henry. If you want my...
Alright. Let me think.
Alright, all Molly cares about is money. Alright, clearly. And of course, it's euros. We are not paying with these games anything, so... Explore seas 3 times. Random incident. Alright. There is a checkpoint set up by the sheriff up ahead. Your wanted posters were right on the wall. You must figure out a way to get through this. Look for a hidden forest path. That sounds smart. Conditions met. Fortune smiled upon you when you were in the woods as you stumbled upon a chest hidden under vines. Something's going on here. Sure. The map has guided you here and the treasure should be right on the other side of the river. However, there was only a broken bridge. What is your plan? Ask nearby fishermen for help and cross the river on a small boat. Sounds good. Alright, then we have to fight them. That's pretty big for fishermen. Like, really. Yep, we are going to lose outright very quick. Yep. Fancy fishermen have to say they have the same ship as the admiral. No, I'm not going to fight the fishermen again. Alright, now we always get the fisherman. That didn't go very well. And a daily reward. Then we are stuck fighting the fishermen who are quite powerful. So we apparently need to do something else. Can we go further in the trials? Let's see. Alright, we got a treasure. Then we would have a fight. Complete main quest. Activate the storm horn. Alright, and more riddles. Alright, we need to plunder another armed freighter. Alright, we got another high quality pine. Alright, let's see. So that is now done. We need to do yet another one. So let's also attack that. Alright. Collect all of these. Now we can activate the horn further. Upgrade flagship to level 3. 1.5k gold, we have enough, so alright. Ship upgraded. Which again allows us to... Yeah, not paying for you, which again allows us to... Hello there, tiger. Taegeuk tiger. 11 euros, yeah. No matter how much you're a tiger. Now we can activate that. Henry Hell reaches level 6. Alright. Ah, hello there, Ruby. Great to have you here. Let's greet you properly. Hello. Great to have you here. You also have various redeems that show off the suit further, so let's then continue with the game here. And Henry Hell reaches level 6. Right, how do we make him reach level 6?
They call me
Alright,
the infamous
level up.
Captain
We
Henry
already
Hell.
have. There we go. Level 8. That should be sufficient. Now we have a Scooby-Doo apparently. Looks convincing. So we got Scooby-Doo and now we are leveled up enough that we can again activate one part of the horn. There we go. Plunder level 4 armed trader, hard. Should we upgrade the ship first further? All right. Ah, hello there, Briarels. Let's also greet you properly. Oh, hello there, Kisu. Noticed that Luna was also building some computer, but of course it's when you're already practically suited up. It's not like you're going to back out at that point, so... But yes, we are... Yeah, we certainly have elevator with fine bourbon casks and anti-lock anchor. What do you think, Kisu? Like, we of course have all the proper equipment on the ship, including the simulated wood sidings and whatever porthole defoggers, especially in the captain's cabin, and of course also the very important rack and pinion rudder. So certainly we bought it from the used ship salesman. Alright, Mr. Stan. So let's see then, we need to plunder really hard armed freighter. Let's see how that goes for us. Can we somehow like upgrade the ship further, to wonder. You can change your flagship. Alright, so we can upgrade, as you can see, Kisu, it has nice simulated wood sidings and everything, so...
The guards at the harbors be stricter now. Entry and exit be
trickier for ye, all right. Your face be
we also have a raccoon on board, which is this one's favorite. Rocky the raccoon.
That's easy. I'll show you some world.
Alright, you can even, so you can like do makeup. Sure, we are not going to do anything with skins currently, though wanted to see if can build more things. Yep. We can actually like upgrade some things on the ship, like the... Can we upgrade like the gun? Alright. Oarsman quarters, so we can actually put people here to row the ship, and we can also clear these out. Nice. Can we add more like... We should also man the cannons. Alright, that increased the power. Can we add more cannon places? Crew quarters. Alright. Fair enough. Do think would like to build more. Like to build more gun base. There we go. Let's see, we can also build crew quarters, which cost 30 wood. We have like 30,000 wood, so I don't think that will be an issue. So as said, Kisu, we are building a lot of things for the ship. Let's see, we should add probably even more cannon places if we are going to fight the armed merchant. So let's add even more gun base. Alright, we need more flagship level for even more gun base. There we go. Now we have more gun base and we can also upgrade the captain's quarters. Our painting is a bit sideways. Alright. We have the resources, so let's upgrade in 10 seconds. 10 seconds isn't too bad with this kind of games that also depend on waiting. There we go. We can upgrade them even again in a minute and we have the resources, so let's do a minute. There's usually the kind of like the overall maximum wait is 5 minutes, so at most we are waiting 5 minutes at a time. How was Luna's computer building going? Did it already boot up or did she have any problems? So let's then see about. Alright, we are soon getting the quarters upgraded again, which also apparently increases power. So seems like a great idea. So let's see. Alright, we are done. And then we need to increase flagship level, so we can also upgrade storage. Alright. We can also upgrade the other storage. We have the resources, so let's keep on upgrading. Ah, very good, very good. And there we go. We have now upgraded pretty much everything we can, so we should probably just try to. Right, that wasn't really. Wanted to get out of the ship view. Activate the storm horn. Yes, we would like to activate the storm horn, for which we need to plunder level 4 armed fighter. So let's do that. Attack. Let's see if we can beat them. At least it looks promising. There we go. We got one bit of jam and adventure experience. Alright, let's then. Now we should be able to activate the storm horn. Alright, it indeed started glowing harder. Ah, hello there, Tika. Let's greet you properly also, before we activate the famed storm horn. Alright, we are getting more fluffs joining, so greetings there, Tika. Hopefully your weekend has started well. And of course, also salute. So, let's then continue and activate the storm horn. At least it glows a lot.
So what exactly does this storm horn do?
Yeah, that's a good question. It just started glowing.
It'd be a fine relic. What it does is.
Did you hear? Henry Hill's been caught. He's gonna be hanged.
Alright, Mr. Drunkard, we ain't caught.
Who's about to be hanged?
no good loudmouth Henry Hill. He was
Alright, whoever is getting executed, if it's not us.
Hear that? It looks like we're gonna have to go to and pay this Henry Hill a visit.
Raise the black sail. Alright. We got more resources. Death sentenced Henry Hell. Yes, and it's not us, so... Like what? We hear rumors in the tavern that we are sentenced to death. We are sentenced to death and we certainly ain't there. Oi, Rocky. The raccoon. Do think it's a raccoon. Do certainly like Rocky a lot. So, let's then check the seed chart. Alright. Sail over. That's a long journey. Let's use the storm horn.
Let's find out more about
Alright.
this imposter.
Oof. That burst of speed just now was a bit fierce. Give me a moment to catch
Burst of speed. Yes, Henry.
The execution's about to start. The whole town's been told.
Alright, who's getting executed then? It's not us.
I guess that makes our job easier. Let's head to the gallows.
Hang on. Guards armed to the teeth, waiting for us under the gallows. We must be prepared.
Ready now. We shall get going.
Alright. Melee under the gallows. Alright.
Let's get a look at this Henry Hell.
There be the gallows.
It's you! Cap, save me!
Alright. The Mr. Apparent Henry Hell captured looks very different. No wonder is the Commodore blind or something. Like really.
Blimey! It's evil people.
You know each other?
Everyone seems to know each other in this game.
Is this the captain's new wife? Ha! Pleasure to meet you. I'll be Captain Henry's first mate.
Alright.
The captain's wife?
How do we meet you the first time now?
Captain said, if I ever saw a beautiful woman.
Alright.
Alright. Keep your voices down. There'll be guards all over. Too late.
And then we fight the guards.
Rocky, you get him down from there while me and Molly hold off the guards.
Alright. Guards are coming. Alright, huge wave of enemies. Basic attack damage 10%. Let's do that for now. Alright, cannons would be nice right about now. There we go. Alright. Let's fire 2 bullets. That also helps. Fire 3 bullets. let's fire plenty bullets. Fortunately we are again getting the gunfire soon also. And fortunately the ship takes a lot of damage. Alright, we fought the cards.
Phew. We should be safe anyway.
Alright, let's go to the tavern like we would be unknown in town after fighting around the gallows. Seems like a great idea. Really. We are probably not the smartest pirate in
How'd
existence.
you end up here? And where we will?
It'd be a long story, Captain. After the sea monster, I was drifting. I was so hungry, and I'm still hungry now.
Get to the point. If you don't finish this story, I'm not buying your grub.
Alright, that's
There
fair
was
enough.
a bloke named Morrison. Mad Dog, they called him. He said he was your shipmate. He said he'd take me to you. Instead, he handed me over to some stiff called Stanley.
Alright, Commodore Stanley.
That Stanley bloke must be Griffin's replacement. Seems he's even more ruthless than the late Commodore.
Well, now that's cleared up, it's time for some payback. No one does that to me mateys and gets away with it.
Alright, Mad
Time
Dog.
to turn Mad Dog into a dead dog.
Alright, we have an incident also here. Alright, the wooden barrel. This is quite hard actually, because you have to shoot with so much advance. Alright, we got one. That's a surprise. Nope. Alright, we got another one. Combo. Alright, we got more resources. Let's see a landward quest. Never thought we'd meet someone from the Lenak family. These deep-pocketed pirates are headed for Conch Bay and they showed great interest in our goods. They even offered to trade us for more valuable goods. Right. Alright, 30 minutes construction, whatever that is. Sure. Now we have done more landward quests. The villages here are curious and welcoming to strangers. In addition to lavish feast for the Lord, they've prepared some supplies as a gift. What crisis could make a whole village abandon their homes? That doesn't look like a feast. What force could have made them vanish into the thin air without trace? Forget about it. Mysteries remain mysteries for reasons. Let's take what's worthy and leave. Alright, that was very minimal. And then we have third landward quest. Let's see how this goes. We struck gold. The village be overflowing with riches. They gifted us with a ton of supplies and held a bonfire party. Alright, that went really well. At least we didn't drop them. Alright, we explored Conch Bay, so we get a reward. Good. Explore the seas 3 times. Alright, let's do the next quest. So we search for Morrison's minion. Let's attack that. Plot goes on. And the curse goes on and on at sea. we are at least winning currently. Alright. Nice ship, I'll take it.
You dare plunder from us? Mad Dog won't let you get away with that.
Alright, where's the Mad Dog?
I've been bitten before. Jingo, fasten the ropes. The ship be ours now.
Alright. Return to the port. Let's also see trial wise. Kisu didn't see the lady stuck with tentacles. This is one of the more interesting, as noted. It's quite close to being, would require like explicit flag. It has tentacles and a barely clothed lady. Interesting trials. So, let's then return to port. And what happens now?
Why do you drag this old wreck back, Henry? It's about to sink.
That sounds fair evaluation of the price.
That's where you'd be wrong. It may be damaged, but the frame and mast is still in decent nick.
Alright.
With enough ship designs, we can
Spanking new ship. Collect and develop ships. We should add the anti-lock anchor. You go nowhere else without a nice ship. Siikisu, we need a nice ship. Alright, we can upgrade ship. Not owned. We can build another ship. Black Raven. Alright, hammers just like swing around and suddenly ship. And we can also upgrade this.
That'll do nicely.
We can't have our ordinary ships more powerful than our flagship, can we?
New ship will need a captain.
Not wrong, my furry friend. Let's see who might be suitable.
Alright. Then you need a captain. Upgraded it once more. Alright, Django.
Jingo, the ship be under your command now.
Yo, there's extra space on the ship. Pick your sidekicks and stuff them in. More crew, more firepower. We get stronger.
Clear enough.
Eh? You be responding too quickly. Makes me almost suspicious.
Alright, then we can again buy for €1. Nope. Salty Dog.
Got guts, Captain Hell.
Ah, here's Mr. Mad Dog. Greetings. Yes, tentacle. Alright, hello there, Mr. Mad Dog.
Kids these days just don't know their limits. Listen, you just give it back to me, and I'll pretend this whole thing never happened.
Somehow we do not think that we are going to just like surrender to Mad Dog.
Old man. What's mine is mine, you hear?
It's
Sure.
just a rickety old ship. Consider it payment for me crew's medical bills.
Well, if that's the way you want it. Men, show Captain Hell here what happens to men who steal from me.
Alright, Mr. Mad Dog. Infuriated Morrison. Let's attack Infuriated Morrison. Let's see how that goes. Can we also have the other ship attack them? Apparently. Alright, that was quick. We got some wood. Holts. There we go. Alright. Let's head to port to replenish crew.
This old dog's really holding a grudge. Swiping his chunk of boats like I've robbed his whole life.
Alright.
Come check this out. We hit the jackpot. An unexpected treasure.
Unexpected treasure, nice.
Well, this sorry old dog actually had a map, and the treasure's right there in the ruins. I suppose that's enough fraternizing then. Let's go to the ruins and find that treasure.
Alright. Treasure in ruins. Wow. A portal. Alright. Sea Soul Mirror.
It says, when the sacred tides anthem plays anew, lost souls will journey through the mirror's gateway back to our
Alright.
world.
That sounds worrying.
What in the world does that mean?
That's the Echo Conch. Blow into it, and that will kickstart the mirror's magic.
This thing right here. Alright then. Let's see what happens.
Of course we try immediately, like looks like a cursed item. Great idea. Alright. We get what? Choker. Alright, Petty Sharp.
The sea's not just for men, you know.
Alright. And we can apparently use also the other echo conches. Let's see. So, does it add something? Apparently added power, like a lot. Alright, and we got also another pirate.
Loyalty and honor. Above
Alright, their special skill is to come and sit down on a chair or... Aye. Alright, let's... We have trials stage 8. We have more heroes now, so we should be able to fight better. There we go. At least we have more shooters. Defeat 63 enemies, that's also better, because we have more shooters. Increase all heroes' attack by 5%. Yes, please. Critical damage increased. Sure. Yep, that was really nice cutlass. Attack range increased, sure. Fire 2 bullets. Increase critical damage by 30, sure. As we have more heroes now, it's more useful to first increase damage. Alright. Critical rate increased. Alright, next stage. Increase attack. bullets split into 2 upon hitting. Sure. Let's increase basic attack damage. Fires 2 bullets. Alright, both can fire 2 bullets. Alright, next stage. Multiple stages in this, like. Sure. And now how many, like? 87, alright. Increase critical damage. Attack speed increased, that's good. Attack bonus. Alright, that was kind of a wasted set of gunshots because nobody was on the beach almost. Apparently we are not getting swamped anyway. Increase critical rate and huge wave of enemies, sure. Fortunately guns are also coming quite soon. There we go. Now we get another dagger to remove another tentacle. So let's go and remove another tentacle with the special dagger.
Margaret,
there
we go. How do you feel? Molly, what are you doing here? And with Henry Hell and a raccoon?
Yeah, Rocky is a raccoon, nice.
Who are you calling a raccoon, lady? The name's Rocky.
Rocky the raccoon.
What are your intentions, Molly? Do you think for a moment that I owe you for this?
Why is it always an argument with you?
Because I want to know how you and the Vice Admiral survived and Father didn't. You were all on that ship together.
What? Do you think I had something to do with Father's death?
Whoa, that's enough. There's no point in arguing.
Alright.
You stay out of this.
That looks like cat fight. Great. Alright, we need to complete main quest before we can continue here to remove, because we need more daggers from here to remove more tentacles. We also got some kind of like instant 2-hour reward. Alright. Sure. So this is like pirate game with some other, like apparently a bit of also gacha features or something. Alright, we can now activate the mirror gradually. Henry Hell reaches level 9. That should be quite easy. Do you think we have enough resources to level Mr. Hell up? Alright, he's drinking his rum. And we have Scooby-Doo. As noted Kisu earlier, we have also Scooby-Doo. Alright, let's level up. Alright, there we go. And now we can again activate the mirror. There we go. Next. Own 2 shipbuilder studies. Sure, how do we get more of those? Alright, we built them. That's easy. And staff it. Now we should have 2 of those, so we can again activate the mirror. There we go. Upgrade the flagship to level 5. That's easy. 5k gold. Alright, we certainly are not getting that for euros, so how much more we need? Alright, we need more gold. things that we should probably explore more. Yeah, this would be the one where we have to fight. Let's see, we have more heroes. Let's see if we can finally beat these guys. At least we have many more heroes to fight. They are still pretty tough. Like, we are almost ahead, but not quite. It goes better, but we need probably higher level heroes still, so this isn't happening yet. Can see that. Yep, we are again getting blasted out. Can we level up other heroes? Let's see.
Loyalty and honor above all else.
Alright, level 10. Level 8 also here. How much resources does this take? Also level 10. Then we have the level 1 guys.
The sea's not just for men, you know.
Alright, level 9. And can we also level up Mr. Django? He's pretty big guy. Level 8. Level 9. Level 10. Can we go also 10
the sea's
here?
not just for men, you know.
Yes. All are now level 10. Let's see if we can now beat the fisherman. New tribe. So, let's see how this goes now. We have higher level heroes, if they would agree to appear. A little buggy are we. We are still losing. They are also dying, but not enough. So it's not still enough, but it's closer. Alright. Sure, we need even higher levels. We need more gold to upgrade the flagship, so let's search for more targets, because we get gold when we sink ships, do think. Fire the cannons, indeed. It's kind of like they have to charge first, and as you noticed, we fired them and we do not get do enough damage to actually get the thing won yet. We probably need even higher. Alright, let's see if we sell things in town. Enter town, please. How can we view the town easily? Like there should be merchant in town. Right, all of these are apparently combat reports. Yep. Right, we can study something in shipbuilder study. Alright. Would be good to have more gold also. Do we have to go to Conch Bay for trading? Let's see. Alright. Let's see if we can find a merchant here and sell some of the loot for gold. Trading venue.
Take a closer look if you'd like to. Once we make a deal, it's final. No refunds, no exchanges.
Alright, we have almost 5k gold. Let's go and drop a couple of ships more and sell their contents we should then get. Then get some the 5k needed to upgrade the flagship, so alright. Apparently no, not buying anything. So let's try again. Are we now better? Let's put like lower, one level lower and attack a bit easier ship. Let's see how that goes. Like no level 4, attack level 3. Maybe we then don't get sunk. Let's see. That was easy. Alright, we are not joining a guild currently. Alright, that we succeeded at sinking, so we get some goods to sell. Let's enter the town for more trading. Let's see if we now have enough gold to upgrade the flagship. As we are doing the quests to activate the mirror.
Everything is here.
There we
go. Take a closer look if you'd like to. Once we make a deal, it's final. No refunds, no exchanges.
That's pretty slow. Replenish sailors. We can add also. There we go. I only negotiate terms with people of equal status. Alright, Mr. Fancy Pants. He looked quite fancy. The tavern has also the fancy tavern girl. Except we apparently have to buy her gifts. Gifts to increase the hearts from 0, so she's not happy without gifts. Oh well. Alright. Right, we have no sailors deployed here even. we have 5k gold also now, so we can actually upgrade the flagship. There we go. That allows continuing with activating the mirror. Own 1 drill hole. What's a drill hole? Alright, it's part of the ship. Pirates are trained for battle here. Ah, yeah. Military drills. There we go. Practice makes perfect. Alright, now we get second to last. Then we have the plunder level 5 armed freighter. Alright, we should probably try. Can we upgrade, like, or add more? At least we got more space. Can we build more cannons? Nope, we need to be even higher level. Sick bay sounds good. Let's add 1 of those. There's a chicken. Merchants can peddle goods on board. Unsure if that's a good idea. Sure. Alright, now we can like buy stuff. Also on board ship seems useful. We can again upgrade. What storage? Would be nicer if we could upgrade gun base.
Loyalty and honor.
We can apparently again level up heroes.
They call me the infamous Captain Henry Hell.
Alright. Let's see if we have all of them, like.
The sea's not just for men, you know.
Level 11, do we then, like, finally succeed at defeating the fishermen.
And honor above all else.
Level 11.
The sea's not just for men, you know.
We can also do rank promotions, apparently. For those who have, so we have separately these.
They call me the infamous Captain Henry Hell.
Yes, the infamous captain. Alright, that increases statistics. Alright. And here we also have both level and rank promotions left.
No pay.
Mr. Big Guy. There we go. We have now done a lot of promotions to the heroes. Mr. Shark isn't apparently available, like. How can we enlist Mr. Shark? Because he also utilizes a cannon, which is quite convincing. We need badges for Sharky, unsure how to get those. Alright. Let's again switch port. And see if we can finally beat the fishermen. We have better ship and whatever, so New try. Now we are all like level 11 and everything. Now it's close, but still not enough. Yeah, let's see if we get the cannon fire. Does it even it evens it out, but it's still not enough. This is quite tough, to say the least. Like, really. We upgrade hero skills. That we haven't done yet, do think.
Loyalty and honor above all else.
Alright, level 15. Rank 6. Alright, so we can't actually upgrade anything.
They call me.
Practically nothing can be
men,
upgraded.
you know.
Yep.
They call me.
So we can't currently beat the fishermen. Pretty strong for fishermen, have to say. Like, really, you have been fishermen. Replenish sailors. Max replenish, please. Right, our ships are in pretty good kick now. Let's see, plunder a level 5 armed freighter. Let's see how that goes. Do we get sunk? Still not interested in joining some random guild. Right, apparently we are sinking them. Yes. That works. So now we are able to activate the mirror. Level 6 freighter. Yeah, we need to also upgrade the flagship, so we need more gold. Fair enough, fair enough. Hard. It is. Let's see if we can actually do that currently. Let's try. That's interesting. It looks like we are winning. Yep. So we actually get to activate the mirror. Now it closed. Free recruitment. Alright. Free recruitment. Alright, shipwrecker. They do have fancy sledgehammer.
Never underestimate a woman, especially one
Alright.
holding a large hammer.
Long story short, she has a sledgehammer that we like. We can recruit more because we have more of the conches. Petty sharp, yes. that looks very nice. Zola, Fury of the Wild. And they even have a lemur or such with the gold piece. So, how is Kisu liking this pirate game? This is actually the one that is advertised in advertisements. This is much better than most of the ones we have tried before. This is actually almost a game. We still have some contests to go, so let's keep recruiting heroes. Do you think these like add something to the heroes? If you get them again, the heroes you already have, because they get more puzzle pieces. Alright, Mr. Opera Star, Pirate Opera, whatever, he indeed looks like a celebrity. Really. Yes, Mr. Opera Star. He's also a gunner. Alright, we still have 2. So let's recruit until we run out of resource. Alright, he probably gets a puzzle piece. Yes. That's somehow useful apparently. Alright, and we got another puzzle piece for Django. Yep. That would be the recruiting currently. Sea Soul Mirror, yes. And we actually got another Gonch, so... Reliable buddies. We finished chapter 2. Nice. Unexpected rendezvous. Alright, and how are we doing time-wise? Coming up to 2 hours. We do still have pretty nice viewership, so let's continue a bit longer. Alright, Mr. I don't like your viewer business, Mr. Let's get rid of that. There we go. I do not like your viewer business, Mr. Alright, not interested in this guild either. Restless spirits. Alright, let's go to tavern.
I heard that Ciso stone is formed from the essence of ocean spirits.
Alright, you look a bit crazed. Willpower of the sea.
But
Sure.
just as I was about to grab hold of it, I was sucked out through that Ciso mirror.
No, of course we summoned you.
That's a shame. Well, listen up. If you go back in there and help us find the Ciso stone, I'll see to it that you be rewarded quite.
So handsome reward, you say.
Just the words I was waiting
Surprise.
for. Follow me then.
Clear trial stage 10. Alright, we get more tentacles. We have heroes improved, so we should be shooting with power by now. Let's see. We have new heroes also, the opera singer and whoever, but we have 5 heroes level 11, so we should be shooting with enough power, certainly here. Fires 3 bullets, sure. Fires 4 bullets, yes please. How many bullets can we fire? Let's see, 5 bullets. Increases basic attack damage. Let's increase basic attack damage. Fires 2 bullets, sure. Fire 3 bullets, alright, 5 bullets would be also available. Let's see if we get up to 5 bullets soon. Yes, 5 bullets. What are you shooting with? Oh, bullets, yeah.
What's going on, Captain Henry? Something on your
Hello
arm?
there, raccoon.
I've got the damnedest feeling that we're being watched. Do you feel it too?
Alright, we are being watched,
If
probably
we're
from
counting
the mirror.
undead eyes, then I think it's safe to say we're being watched.
Alright, undead, next stage. Do we get undead? 102 enemies, sure. Hopefully we are shooting with bullets. Bullets split into 2. Sure. Fire 4 bullets. Fire 5 bullets. Fire 6 bullets. Alright, that's convincing. Fire 7 bullets. Alright, maximum amount of stars.
No, not that. But there really is something down here with us.
Come on now, Harry! You're just imagining things!
Perhaps you're right. Let's keep moving. The deeper we go, the faster the ocean will reveal a secret.
Next stage, let's see if there is a prize coming up. Let's decrease skill cooldown. Attack 10%, yes please. Better to improve all heroes as long as you can. Critical damage 30%, yes thank you. Skill damage 30%, yes please. Skill damage 50%, yes. Next stage. How long is this? Alright, then we fight on the ship. Treasure obtained, Eye of the Sea. And we again have the bug. It's interesting bug, if you end the ship spawn fighting immediately afterwards, you get no heroes shown. Right, we are ahead, so. Well aimed cannons, don't you say? Apparently the cannons alone are like beating them because the heroes are not drawn. This is some kind of bug. Alright. We didn't get another dagger, but we got other items. And we can also claim rewards. And then we would have more fighting, but we most probably need higher level heroes again, so. Rogues Rumble! Show your mighty strength, yeah. Alright. More rewards.
The new crew is shaping up nicely.
Thank you.
Only the best for the infamous Captain Henry Hell's crew.
Of course we are infamous.
Now let's give that sea salt mirror a whirl, huh?
Filthy pirates! Hand over the Eye of the Sea and I will grant you a swift and merciful death.
Thank you for your mercy, Mr. Stanley. No, thank you.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with Griffin. But
Ambitious Stanley. Alright. Let's see. Attack Ambitious Stanley. Let's see if we get sunk by Commodore Stanley. Looks like we are not getting sunk by Stanley. It's yeah. Looks like we are not getting sunk by Stanley.
Stanley, you fool! As a poor commander as ever.
We shouldn't hang around. Let's move before his reinforcements arrive.
All right. Complete landward quest X3. Go away from here. Where do we go next? Relations with guild improved. Alright. Nefrit at Jade Isle. A bit longer sail journey. So let's use the Stormhorn. Speed Scorch. Alright, let's see then how we... Apparently the speed scorch lasted only part of the journey. There's still some way to sail, so keep on sailing. Not all of these combat reports, yes. Alright, arriving.
This speed.
Alright, let's stop and rest here.
Everyone be careful. There's heavy UMC presence here. We need to keep a low profile.
You? Low profile? I'd like to see that.
Molly doesn't look that low profile either.
Oi!
Mad Dog's offer. Right, apparently there's offer from Mad Dog in the tavern.
Me bounty's gone up.
Me bounty's gone up.
Quiet. That's nothing to be celebrating.
Henry Hill. Got some brass ones showing up here. Not so I've been up me bounty's hiding yours, eh, Mad Dog? I've heard you come into possession of some fancy trinkets. I've a proposal for you.
Alright, what are you going to propose, Mr. Mad Dog?
Proposal? This should be good. Become my son. Just think, my fleet combined with your trinkets.
Alright, Mad Dog is our father. That's surprising.
There'll be only one daddy around here, and that's me.
Alright, we are daddy. And surprise.
Young'uns can't see a good deal when it be staring them in. What can I say, you mangy mutt? You're not my type.
Alright, this should be pretty easy.
Stop. You've come a long way.
Alright, now he's again willing to negotiate.
What's the talk about? With those treasures you've got, you'd be a thorn in the UMC side now. Only a matter of time before they come for your head. Let's form a pirate gang together. With ye as the boss, naturally, then you have the means to confront the UMC.
Alright.
Think about it. Arr, you'll be a hothead, alright. You'll see soon enough.
You're not seriously considering working with Mad Dog.
Alright.
Of course not. You can't trust a word that old dog says. But while that dog can't be trusted, Griffin be a man of his word.
You mean that thing about the sea fog?
Oi, the Pirate King's treasure won't be easy to get hold of. Plus, we'll have the UMC to contend with. Mad Dog's right about one thing. We've been needing some reliable friends.
Alright. So we have to join a gang, sir. We just join any random one. Free entry, so that's pretty easy. Let's just join some. There we go. We have joined it, so that finishes
I'm used to going it alone.
that finishes
But I
that
guess it's
quest.
not all bad
That
to
was
have some
easy.
backup.
Let's see if they give us some orders or something.
What's our next step then?
Rocky's been busy gathering info for that.
Alright, what
Thought
does
you'd
the
never
raccoon
ask.
know?
Everyone gather in the captain's quarters.
Someone has been busy. But what is it?
It'd be a summary of intelligence from all the factions in these waters, plus our next plan.
Ah, nicely done, Rocky. This deserves a grand name. How about the Grand Odyssey? Huh?
Alright, convincing.
You can't just walk away.
Alright, we can claim rewards from quite a few of these. Alright, flexibly reaches level 6. Alright. Awaken the Eye of the Sea. It has again conditions. Yes, we improved relations, cleared trial stage 11, reap 5,000 gold through trading, discover total of 7 ports, adventure level reaches 15. Alright, so it's mostly about fighting. Let's replenish crew. Then we need to donate to the gang, so let's see. How do we donate? Here. We have like so much wood that let's just donate wood to gang. This is pretty easy when you have enough resources, like, there we go. We can also donate the crystals, so let's donate also some of those. Let's see, was that enough to activate one of the parts of the sea eye? Yes.
We meet again. I've got some top quality goods exclusive for you.
Auto trade. That looks less than interesting. Alright. Alright, easier to stop the auto trade. Apparently it's like idle game. How much does it cost to upgrade ship to level 6? Let's see. 20k, yeah. That ain't happening today. 20k, that's a lot. Alright, Rogues Rumble. So if we challenge someone, how does that work? Let's see. Alright, they have, yeah, level 7. That should be like shooting fish in the barrel. Level 7. Let's see. It's actually quite even. Hope for some cannon. But yeah, we are going to win. Also, posture check, there we go, and some convincing fighting, so we won. Does the next one present higher challenge? No, that should still be easy. Apparently we are fighting the same one. Alright, still keep shooting. Alright, they sank. Winning streak. Apparently it's the same one. So we get a treasure chested. So let's fight them once more. We can't upgrade how many bullets we shoot here though, which seems like a bad idea. Alright, so we beat them 3 times and do think get a treasure. Yes. Alright, use the golden compass. Let's see what happens. Xipe Totek, alright. Worship the god of harvest, sure. . Huitzilopochtli. So we actually do have the Aztec gods here for some reason. Interesting. Plunder Desert Island. That was easy. We have explored the seas 3 times, so we got more treasure. Alright, features. So we are still missing 3. Reap 5,000 gold, discover total of 7 ports. That's pretty easy. Go to the map and go to another port. There we go. Alright, we helped gang members in need wherever we set course. That was an accident, but interesting. Alright, there's a level 12 Kraken, so let's not engage level 12 Kraken much. Alright, where are we sailing? Astro Harbor. Sure, let's see what happens if we help. What does the sentry tower do? Alright, we can also attack sentry tower. Alright, we can again level up.
They call me the infamous Captain Henry Howe.
The sea's not just for men, you know.
Also quite a few rank promotions.
They call me the infamous Captain Henry Howe.
Infamous captain indeed.
No pay, no pay.
Alright, full rank promotion also for the big guy. Alright, we can also level the Opera Star. Opera Star level 13, so he's also viable to fight with now. He looks quite fancy with the wig and powder and everything done up. Then we have the level 1 people.
The power of nature lies beyond your comprehension.
Directly to 13 and rank. No rank promotions yet. It's quite nice with the lemur.
Never underestimate a woman, especially one holding a large hammer.
Alright, level 13. Also for the sledgehammer. There we go. Even better hero situation now. Maybe we dare to go for more trials. We want to remove more tentacles. Alright, sync level 7 armed fighters. That takes a while. Let's do 2.5 hours, so a bit more, and then see who we will raid. Let's use the golden compass. "11 incidents, wow. Slalok, the card of rain controls floods. Yes, worship is easy because you get bonuses and you just worship. Quetzalcoatl, alright. Of course we worship Quetzalcoatl, the great feathered snake. Interesting that this game has like Aztec cards also. Plunder Desert Island, that was pretty easy. Easy encounters, yay we plunder. Secret cave. Also just plunder. Pirates indeed. Plunder Desert Island. Plunder Desert Island. Plunder Secret Cave. Plunder Desert Island. These aren't very interesting. Alright, landward quests. Level 1, the village. Empty village, so we just take resources. Sure. Merchant. Alright, let's see what the merchant says. We can exchange iron and wood for gold, sure. Wood we have plenty. Random incident. Relic crushed by a boulder is revealed. There's a tombstone in the corner. Pour some grog on the tombstone. Alright, we would need more. We have no distillery, so that's no realistic solution. We can't get further until we have grog. Kisu, why is the rum always out? Level 2 iron mine. They have Sharky, so certainly not able to take over the iron mine. Yep. Alright, this we can take over. And only 3 like level 8 heroes. We have level 13, when let's put also the opera singer out. Yep. How about losing? So we can actually take over. Chomks has been in the brim. Yeah, that would explain it. Chomky! That was easy. Alright, you can buy the tiger for 11 euros. Unfortunately, we are not spending actual money in these games. Trading venue. Yeah, we have stuff to trade. Let's trade.
Looking forward to our next trade.
Alright, 2.5k. We need to explore more ports to activate more things, so let's explore more ports. Astro Harbor, Puffin Harbor. Let's sail there. Alright, the sea serpent is raiding us. Fortunately not very convincingly. Let's see if we attack a sentry tower. The target doesn't bother the territory, you can't attack. Alright, there's some requirement apparently. So, how did chat like this game? It's like a bit of gacha game, a bit of pirate game, and a bit of something. So, how did you enjoy the game this far? We can stream more of this if... Let's then see. Let's try and see if we can do like the remaining. How many ports have we explored this far? The count for the Eye of the Sea. 5 out of 7. Let's get that done. This will be 6th, so we need one more. There we go. Do we get up to 6? Yes, so we need one more port. Let's check the chart. Right. Let's sail here. Bird's Nest Hill. So that would be then the final port to do tonight. Alright, let's sail over there and then activate one further part of the Eye of the Sea, and then we are pretty much done with the pirate thing for today. Combat immunity. Alright, so we have like after level 8 we apparently can have other players fight us, which is of course not the most promising thing, because then everyone will try to sink us most probably. PvP is rarely that interesting, because you then, alright, we accidentally just like, unfortunately we are close, because accidentally just put the ship to go elsewhere, so let's continue. The click and drag actually sets course. There we go. And then we can activate this portion. Then we have the trading gold and adventure level 15. Let's see, can we do adventure level 15 if we attack a couple of like level 6. We may be dare to attack level 6. Let's see how that goes. Right, looks good. Let's see if we can increase adventure levels still 2 levels. And then another one, please. Alright, let's see if we can increase adventure level still. There we go. Tiger skin. Sack release. What's your treasure? Tiger skin. Ouch. Maybe it's more like tiger fursuit. Alright, let's see how our adventure level is increasing. 14 out of 15, so let's sink more ships. Alright. There we go. We can also claim extra, like sign in today. That's pretty easy. 5 victories. Alright. Plenty to claim. Let's see how our adventure level is doing. Still 14, so let's attack yet another. Alright, everyone tends to be shooting at everyone. Fair enough. Looks good. Let's see if this gives us enough. Yes, we are level 15, so we should be able to activate the second to last part of the. And then trading gold, we should have more plunder, so let's return to town. And does this place have trading post? Yes.
Looking forward to our next trade.
Right, that was something like 900, so we still have to find more trade goods. Golden compass use still remains, so ship level 6. Was it like 20,000? Let's see. Yep, 20,000, that's a lot. Alright, and we are up to 2 hours and 40 minutes, full game proper, so let's finish here. And indeed, how did you like the game? Feel free to tell in the chat. And otherwise, to wish you good rest of the evening, and let's see who we will raid. So, thank you all for joining for the odd pirate game. It was better than expected when you consider it's advertised a lot, so actually expected that it's awful. It was much less awful than expected at first. So that's a good start. Shats is playing. Right, NSFW Wolves is still playing Pacific Drive. Bergwolf has something but couldn't find the mainstream. It was confusing. Let's see how is Mr. NSF Wolves doing.
Willing or capable?
Yeah, he's doing. Let's rate them. Thank you all for joining. Have a good rest of the night and see you tomorrow. There we go.